lady who has her own wine company, and it's not just a wine company, it is also a social company. She's a black woman, and she's very well aware of her background, of her responsibilities, and she's created this wine company that is also a form of social entrepreneurship. She wants to encourage and empower women of her own background, and she wants to encourage youngsters to become more independent and to become social entrepreneurs themselves. A wine company is not a small social company. It is a large and worldwide operating company. Her wine, Thembi, is sold in Holland also, and it was also very highly valued by the people who not only drink wine like I do, but who also know how to judge wine. May I introduce Thembi Tobie? And I'm so sorry. And I forgot to mention that your name is also a very symbolic and beautiful name, because Thembi means hope
That's right.
and belief.
That's right.
The belief that
Is
things
my
can
second.
change and things can get better.
That's right.
All right, you take the floor and be
Thank
very
you.
welcome.
Thank you. Afternoon, everybody. It is an honor to be here today. South Africa, as you all know it, history is, during those apartheid days, people like myself had a wrong color and the wrong gender to be in the wine industry. And 16 years ago, I am now able to make my own wine, have my own label, and I call it Thembi. Thembi is my name. It means hope, faith, and belief. Hope to sell more wines, and faith to succeed. And you need faith to succeed. You need to believe in yourself, in your dreams, in the people that support you. I remember when I started enjoying and embarking actually in the wine industry. Sorry, I didn't write any speech, because this is my story. This is my own experience. This is something that happened to me, and I don't believe I couldn't actually put it in writing, because I thought it's better if I speak from my heart, if you don't mind. I moved to Cape Town in 2005 after doing all sorts of things. I started off as a professional nurse, but then in nursing was really not my cup of tea. It did not talk to me. I'm an entrepreneur. I hate to be told what to do. And I left nursing, and I started my own business. I always dreamt to retire in a wine farm someday. You know, I don't know how many of you have been to the winelands in South Africa, Cape Town, and you should actually travel. It's a beautiful country. It's a beautiful part of the world, different worlds in one. There's a huge gap between rich and poor, and that's what I'm trying to bridge by empowering others, reaching out and touch. And when you drive in the winelands, you see beautiful slopes and rows of vines, and I fell in love with that. I thought, you know, this is beautiful. Why can't we live here as black people? How do we get here? This is success. This is heaven on earth, and I wanted that. and that's how I started really dreaming of having my own grandchildren in a wine farm someday, retiring there with them. And I started working on learning, because you have to learn, starting from agricultural side of wine, viticulture, and understanding the vineyards, because that's where wine is made, from the vineyards, not from the cellar. And I then remember went to a Nederberg. Nederberg is one of the biggest names in the industry. They had a wine auction where they sell huge bottles of wine with ridiculous prices. And I walked there. There was one white guy look at me and he said, are you sure you are in the right place? I said, excuse me? That's why I'm here. And he said, okay. And everybody was looking at this black woman. What the fuck is she doing in the wine auction? What does she know about wine? And I thought, whatever. And we started after the auction and bidding and of course I didn't have money, but I thought I'll come anyway. And it was tasting at the end of the auction, and then this guy came to me and he said, hi, I'm here in Liebenberg. I said, oh, Thembi Tobie, pleased to meet you. And I thought I'm not going to feel intimidated by these white guys at all. And we started tasting wine, and I didn't even know what I was sniffing, because everybody is going and spitting and I'm doing. And then at the end of the day, that was exactly what I needed, because that's how I joined the industry. He called me and he said, Thembi, I think I have a business proposition for you. I said, really? He said, yes. So I went to see him. He had a company, Sibeko Wines, and they were not even exporting. There were three partners, a German, South African, and a guy from UK. All these three guys, they are white and they are male, and they have a lot of money, but now they don't know how to sell their wine. And I guess that's why they wanted me. They thought, well, she's dynamic, she's black, she does not look bad, she can talk a lot of shit, so let her come in. And then I because my background also, I was a buyer for Woolworths. It's a textile company in South Africa. So that also added a lot of weight to my CV when they decided to employ me as a sales and marketing manager. And I worked for Sibeko Wines as a sales and marketing manager, placed the wine in 500 local stores in South Africa, Checkers, ShopRite Group. And in 2007, I was actually the winner of the business plan competition in the agricultural category. And I mean, that was one of the highlights of my life, business life. And then that gave me confidence that I need. Even the people the men in the industry. I mean, wine industry is a man's world. It's still all over the world. You go to all the wine shows I have been. It's very intimidating, but you need to know what you are doing. You need to know your stuff. You need to be successful. And once you are successful, people start sitting up and listening to you, because you have proved yourself that you can do it. You know, there's no black wine or yellow wine or green wine. Wine is wine because it's a good quality product at the right price point, and it's available in good quantities at the right time, and that's what matters. And that's what I did. And then I managed to launch my wines in 2007 at the at Whole Foods in the United States. I found the importer. 6 months down the line, she sends me an email. Thembi, please open the attachment. And I thought, okay, I opened the attachment, and there it was an attachment. There was a letter from the marketing director of Gallo International, instructing her to remove all the Sibeko wines from Whole Food shelves with immediate effect. And I thought, now what? Then she says, well, Whole Food is the biggest giant company, wine company in the world, and they are claiming that Sibeko is their trademark, is their brand, is their name, and in the meantime they have stolen my cheetah. You know, the cheetah is an African animal, and I made that on my label. Then how is it possible that it's theirs? And she said, Thembi, I have a very good lawyer for this case, and you can fly him from the U.S., he can come to South Africa, and you have a strong case here. This is your brand. This wine is made and produced in South Africa. And I thought, who am I to take Gallo on? I mean, a small little, it was a Goliath versus David's story. And I thought, you know what, to cut a long story short, because it is a long story, I walked away, counted my losses in the wine industry, and I walked away. For 2 years. Walked away 2007 and 2008. I licked my wounds. I lost a lot of money, believe me, because, you know, you buy everything, bottles, corks, screws, labels, the shipment, boxes, and everything. And then when your wine is taken out of stores and kicked out of America, you have to bring it back, and those are other costs, and try and find markets locally. And that's what happened. And I walked away, and I thought, you know what, I will not rest. I couldn't sleep for 2 years, trust me, and I thought, I am not going to rest, because this is my dream. This is my dream. I can't let this. This was not happening. I couldn't believe. And in 2009, I remember 2008, there was Cape Wine Europe, Cape Wine in South Africa. It's an event where wine producers exhibit and promote their wines. So I thought, I'm going to do this. I'm going to come back with a bang. However I make it. I was there, and I met the guy that is Dutch, and he's called Kees van Kasteren. And he came to introduce himself as a consultant to CBI. I don't know if you guys know who CBI is. CBI is an organization from Holland by the Dutch government that is giving aid to development countries and in different industries. But Kees van Kasteren was a wine expert, so that's why he was there. He was looking for developing wine producers, and he came to me, and he explained what he does, CBI do in the Netherlands, and he urged me actually to join the program. It's a 5-year program where they give training from the vineyard to the markets, and they were trying to also train me how to write an export marketing plan. And I thought, this is good. So I joined CBI program in 2009, and with my coach Case helping to do all of this, finding the European markets, which is not easy because of the different cultures and everything else. So I came to Rotterdam for the first time in 2009 in October. I spent the whole week with training. I mean, for a week, and you get trained to write your whole business export marketing plan. That was fun, a lot of work. But in 2009, same year, October, I launched my wines at Mitra stores in the Netherlands with Der Zwager Group is one of the fourth biggest importer in this country. And that's where Thembi wine is. Now I focused, these are the tips for you to be able to set your goals. There were stumbling blocks in my journey to success, and I kept on telling myself that there's your dream. Don't lose your focus. Whatever happens, I had stumbling blocks left, right, and center, but I focused on my dream, and I surrounded myself with the right people like CBI, which I am utterly grateful for. And today I understand the industry. I'm successful in the Netherlands, in Belgium. I launched last October. I was at the Euro Festival where I launched my fairtrade wines, even with Joke, my buyer at Mitra. She said, Thembi, we have an opportunity because fair trade is big in Europe, because people want to do the right thing. They know that by buying Thembi wine from Mitra, it's retailing for €7.99. It's easy drinking, everyday wine. It's good for your heart, and also really, and I urge you guys to, I know youngsters don't really like wine, they like their beer, but think of Thembi in South Africa, and when you have your dinner or whatever, you go to Mitra, get a bottle of Thembi wine, good wine. You will try this. You will try it this afternoon. I invite you to come and taste. Thembi wine is here for you to try, so that you can be able to purchase it from Mitra, knowing that €1 goes to the good cause, to my farm workers, to the people that are making that wine, that are harvesting those grapes, and that are making that wine, and it's educating a child, is buying a pair of shoes for a child who is in somewhere up there in a Thembi wine estate. Make it about yourself. When you make your goal and your dream your thing, then you don't forget it. You are the ultimate person that needs to be fulfilled at the end of the day. You do something that you love doing. I don't see my wine business as a job or as a chore that I have to do. I love what I'm doing, and it's mine. It's Thembi, it's mine, it's my name, it's my dream. Make it about yourself. That way, when you succeed, you will have a mixture of feelings, of excitement, of confidence, of everything. You will feel over the moon. You will feel that you have succeeded, and you will be succeeded. But never ever forget where you come from. Don't forget where you come from. Don't forget the people that made you to be there, because it will humble you. It will always humble you. The challenges are there. They will always be there. I believe that, the apartheid in South Africa, the fact that I'm black, it's fine. This is who I am, and the fact that the doors were closed in my face and people didn't want to talk to me because I had the wrong color, the wrong gender. That was fine. That made me strong. That made me to be who I am today. That made me to be able to earn the respect that I deserve. People will not respect you if you command respect, you demand respect, you have to earn it by working hard, by working smart, by taking those challenges and making them, turn them around, make them opportunities, and you will succeed. It's not easy. No one said it was going to be easy. I am still working on my dream, and I am happy to hear just before I got onto that long flight to Amsterdam from Cape Town. I heard good news that, you know, now the government in South Africa is also trying to balance the imbalances of the past by empowering women, especially black women, because we were disadvantaged. We had no opportunities that our white counterpart had, and now they would help us acquire land from the wine region. And I had my application also from 2008, and they kept on telling me that they don't have budget, you know, the government and the budget. But this year they said, all right, identify the farm. Now, before I came here, they said, we have approved your application, so you are in this financial year. So next time you come to South Africa, you come to Thembi Wines. Thank you very much.
Very impressive. Being a black woman from South Africa, you've become an international role model. And I think an example for many young women around the world. And I was wondering, when I heard you speaking, I thought, all right, you've proven you can conquer the world. You can conquer the wine industry. No, that's what my question is about. Because I thought, what are you girls going to be for the coming years? What do you want for the coming years, except for selling a lot of wine?
Well, I would like to empower other women, not only women and entrepreneurs, boys and girls that admire and appreciate me, and that would want to be like me. You know, in the wine industry, wheels are turning very slowly in South Africa. People just don't want it to be polluted by black people, and I would like to change that. I'm a trailblazer. I would like to leave a legacy for my own grandchildren to know that this is Granny's farm. They can learn the wine, they can make the wine themselves, and that's what I would like to see happen.
All right. I thank you very much, and I wish you well. I think everybody wishes you well here, and hope you're going to have Granny's farm in the future.
Thembi.
And I'm going to buy a Thembi wine this afternoon, and I'm going to taste it. So I'm very curious, and thank you very much.
Thank you.